a machine gun and had a board here so that the machine, thankfully, could never go below this. And if it didn't go below this, it wouldn't hit anybody that was crawling up the field towards him. So in order to do the snow was about maybe 18 inches deep. So the first order was shovel the field. So they handed out shovels, and we were supposed to shovel a path from here to where he was with his machine gun. And in order to do that, we shoveled this and shoveled that and piled up all what you shoveled in a kind of a pyramid.
Yeah.
Like size. And so at the end of the shoveling, there were just stands of snow all over the place that you were supposed to go down a path between these. So everyone was ready. You get the gun and you cradled it in your arms like this, and down on the ground, and walking like this, advancing toward. And he starts shooting his gun, and he cut the top off of every mound of snow. With his, it was real bullets. I mean, he, and the snow was coming down like this because it wasn't snowing, but he was cutting the tops off the hills of snow like this, yeah. So all that was down one, and you were still crawling through snow. It was the worst thing. And it certainly didn't help with the Niagara TB.
Oh, I bet.
So we've survived that. And so the basic training was handled by Sergeant Rossi, who was a military policeman. And I don't know that he'd ever trained anybody before, but you can't never do no wrong. So after basic training, I'd have to think about what we did then. I don't know, I can't recall.
Well, how did you ended up stationed at Mason General Hospital?
Oh, well, yes,
that was a while later?
Oh,
you had
yes.
something in between?
Oh, all kinds of things. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what the sequence was. There were about 7 of us, I guess, who were chosen because we had personnel experience. And that's one thing I didn't mention about, I was counting, and when the first day in the Army, first counting, I was also interviewing all new people coming into the Army and filling out a Form 20, which was their basic information on everybody, and gave them a serial number and so on, and found out what kind of work they did in civilian life, and had their intelligence score and so on, and work history. So that started the second day that I was in the Army, and because I had had training at the United States Department of Labor in Utica, New York, as a part of a course I was taking at Colgate University. So they saw that and said, "Oh, well, this guy knows how to interview people," so I was interviewing people. But that kept me there for 90 days. That's what not just counting. I was doing the interviewing of new people coming into the Army. I was just
You've been
in
there for 2 days.
But at any rate, that same group was then assigned to review these Form 20s and update them in various installations around the Second Service Command, which was in New York, in I think Pennsylvania and New Jersey, and Connecticut, and all in that area. And the group was housed in New York City on Governor's Island. So we'd have to report for duty there, and then they'd take us to wherever we were going to go for interviewing people that day. If we were going to someplace like New Jersey, they may send us to an installation, United States Army installation in that place area, and we stayed there and interviewed the patients, or the soldiers, and we went. So our headquarters was right in downtown New York City, and we did that. I forget how long, but it turned out what we were really doing was looking for people for the Manhattan Project, which was building the atomic bomb. And they didn't want to let people know that's what was going on all over the country. They had special groups like the one I was in, interviewing people, trying to find out anybody that had good chemical background and so on. And so after that, so Governor's Island was right downtown New York City. And when we weren't out interviewing people, we had pretty much free time, which was very nice. But then when that was finished, they sent us out to New Jersey camp. When was that? I don't know. It was some Army place in New Jersey. I'll think of it sometime. Anyway, there we were just somehow or other, I don't know why we were there. We didn't do it in much of anything. It wasn't training or anything. I took a driver's test in a 2-ton truck that I never have driven that big a truck before, but I passed the driver's test. So they assigned me a Jeep, and I was driving the captain of the group that we were in. I'd drive him all over the place wherever he wanted to go. I mean, I was his driver. The Jeep. It's fun. Camp something about what.
And then you wound up at Mason General. What did you do there?
Eventually wound up at Mason General Hospital, which is the only neuropsychiatric hospital in the Army, and that's out on Long Island. And there we were in the personnel department. We just kept records of all the people that worked there. It was just, we had not the records of the patients, but the records of the people that were there, the orderlies, the nurses, the
okay.
doctors, everything, all their records. And we lived in barracks that this Mason General Hospital was a huge hospital, had 1,200 beds, and it had 2 wings, one like this and one like that.
Mm-hmm.
And right out in one of these areas, they put Army barracks, and that's where we were. So
All right.
we stayed there until I was discharged.
And you were discharged.
2 years, 8 months, and 1 day later, after I first got into the Army, it lasted 2 years, 8 months, 1 day.
And what was your serial number?
32986-997, sir.
Awesome. Well, I think we'll probably call it a day here.
Okay, that's enough. Camp